My name is Sherry Ann Simpson, and I am the founder and owner of EduNovela.com. Your teachers have asked me to do a quick screen share with you to show you how to access what you need to get into our products and also to register for them. So to do that really quickly, if you go to our home site, which you can see here is EduNovela.com, and you go to the far right and you click on Portal Access, you're going to start over here on the left for the very first time that you come to our site as a new student to register. And this includes if you were a student last year in a different program. This will be your one time coming over here this year. And then when you come back, you're going to come over here to the right and you'll log in here daily. And also just notice we have a student Instagram if you're interested in getting information about some of the TV stars that you see or anything else, just a contest that we have, just go ahead and we'd love to have you join our Instagram. Here is our portal access on the left. So you're going to go to the high school or college access. You're going to click on that. And then you'll make the second choice down here on the second radio button that you're either a high school or a college student. And you're either registering for your school or you're buying your own license. In either case, you go to that same bottom button. And that's going to take you to our registration page, which is fairly simple. The one important thing is that you put in whether you're a high school or college student. Please don't get that wrong. And then your first name, last name, your email. Very important that you only use your school email. We do not accept personal emails, or you will not get the discounted price. You will get the price for the individual users, which is significantly higher. And then you'll create your own password and re-enter your password. Because many of you will be registering from home and then maybe will later move to use a school device, it's just a great idea for you to write down, of course, your email, which is going to be your login, your full school email, but then write down your password. If you don't, your teacher will have to reset that for you, and that's a big pain, as you can imagine, for your teachers. So please write that down inside your Spanish notebook or binder. And then here, you're going to find the name of your school in this drop-down menu. You'll see the state, and then you'll see the name of either your high school or your college. And then you're going to need three things from your teacher. One will be the access code your teacher gave you. That goes here. And then here, as soon as you put this information in, you'll see the names of our 3 TV shows pop up. You'll choose the one that your instructor has directed you to. And then the teacher group is either the section or the period number that your high school or college instructor has you enrolled in, or it's some other identifier that your teacher has given you to help you know which group to register for. So that's really teacher sections like first period, second period, or honors, or AP, or college level 2, college level 1, something like that. And then you're just going to click on register, and that's going to take you to one of 2 places. If your school has already paid for the licenses, that's just going to take you to our portal to log in. If you are paying, you or your family is paying here, please make sure if you're a high school student that you let your parents know that you're doing this. And if you're not 18, which probably most of you won't be, please get your parents to sit side by side with you. For those of you who are college students, you'll just be able, of course, to go here as well, and it's going to just take you to a page where you will pay. And you've been paired now with your class group, you've been put into your class group, and then you'll just go ahead and get started on our portal. So I'm going to show you, go back to the portal again and show you what that looks like. So now you'll be on the right side. So every other time you come here, you're going to log in on the right side, and you can save your username and password. Remember, your username is your full school email. Please do not change that. It is the only way that we can locate you when something goes wrong, or let's say your teacher isn't available to change your password on a weekend and you're emailing us. It's really the only way we can find you. So please do not change your username. And then your password you can save here, but please do write it down again, of course. Our biggest problem with college students last year was that they did not write down their passwords. And that was also a recurring problem with high school students as well, even though you were seeing your teachers more frequently. So you are going to log in And I'm going to show you what the portal looks like when you get inside of it. So we have 3 TV programs. Whichever one your school has enrolled you in is the one that's going to come up here on your dashboard. And you're going to get this tab over here that says Student. You're not going to get these other tabs. That's just for us and for your teacher. So on the Student tab, you'll see that there's your Spanish TV program, which is what we're looking at right now. There's Progress and Growth, where you will see a chart that grows. And those are just from your summative quizzes that your teachers may ask you to take at the end of each episode. And by summative, I mean that they're really just simple multiple choice. There's either a wrong or there's either, I'm sorry, 3 wrong or 1 right answer. And so please don't take those to heart too much. Your teacher or professor will probably still be able to tell if you did the assignment. They are summative, which means there's not a lot of room for error. If you're having trouble with those, just get in touch with your teacher and have a conversation about that. Most people do quite well on them if they've watched the episode fully and they've paid attention. And I'm going to give you one more tip in a minute that's going to help you on those quizzes as well. And it could be that your teacher does not want you to take those quizzes, or they will be unscored. So you just need to get that information from your teacher. And then there's going to be a calendar. You'll also see the release dates down here. You'll see them in front of all the episodes. They will be right next to the teal colored button, and you'll find out when those will be due and when they will be available. The ones that are available in the future, right now everything's available here, but when your teacher blocks off certain dates or sets a calendar, you won't be able to access those. So those are the things you really need. And you'll just scroll down on the right. So go over here to the right and you get to see we have 42 episodes of each of our TV programs. We have a couple different versions. Silvana Sin Lana, we have a high school version, and then we have a college version that is a little bit more adult material, but nothing is very adult, or we certainly don't have anything terribly racy in our programs, but just know that we do have 2 versions of that. And then we have our intermediate show, El Tiempo Entre Costuras, which is a Nazi spy drama from Spain. It's very cool. It's really an amazing storyline. And then we have Gran Hotel, which is down here at the bottom. And everyone accesses the college version of those 2 programs. We just try to separate out the basic program because some of you students are just a little bit younger. So your teacher can tell you more about that if you want to hear about it. So what you're going to do is you're just going to go to the start arrow, or you can just click on the thumbnail if you want to, whatever's easiest for you. And you're going to go right into the episode. So you will have 42 episodes spread out through the time in which your teacher will be using this tool. And the 42 episodes are, in the basic program, are 15 minutes each. In the intermediate program, they're between 16 and 18 minutes each. And the more advanced program, they're about 18 minutes each. It really just depends on the storyline. We like to leave you with a fun cliffhanger so you'll come back to watch the next episode. The very important thing, regardless of which of our levels of TV programming you're watching, is that there is a pre-reading. And because we only give you Spanish subtitles, we give you a pre-reading so that you're getting what we call front-loaded information. It means we give you the important things we want you to look for. We clarify some things that might be difficult for you, because these TV programs are multi-million-dollar productions that are made for native speakers of Spanish. So the way that we can make those more accessible to you so that you'll be able to comprehend them and learn some speaking and fluency from them is to front load some information for you. So please don't forget, don't skip this pre-reading. If you are a heritage speaker, you're bilingual and you're taking more Spanish right now, you probably can read this without the extra information. But the majority of you will need to click here on this bottom link, which I'll translate to English. It says, like, do you need help to understand? Click here. So you'll click there, and this is going to take you to a page. Every time, all 42 episodes, you'll get to this page where you will have vocabulary. And this is very important vocabulary that drives the storyline throughout the entire academic year for your class. So you'll already recognize a lot of this vocabulary from class. As a matter of fact, most of what's on here right now, you probably even know. But if you're just starting out in basic Spanish right now, this will also be new for you, most likely. And you'll see at the bottom, we have, this is the reading again, replicated with some glosses or some explanations of what's going on with the grammar, because many of you will not understand all the grammar involved. And this is kind of training you to read authentic stories with authentic media. But what we're very proud of here is that you can actually listen while you read, which helps you so much with your vocabulary. It helps you with your pronunciation in your Spanish classes. And so you're going to want to click here. Okay, I'm going to stop that right now. So we have 4 different Spanish narrators that you will see throughout our TV programs. They each have different Spanish accents, and they read at slightly different speeds. And so what you might want to do is adjust the speed. It's really great to listen to this while you are reading. And again, that's going to help your fluency so much in Spanish. But you may need to lower it to 75% to be a little bit slower while you're reading through here. And you might be needing to look below at a little bit of the grammar. So don't forget about those. You can pause it at any time. You can adjust the sound. So don't forget about that playback speed feature. It's a very important part of our programming. We have made this program to be student-centered. It is not teacher-centered. Your teacher is not standing, or your professor is not standing and projecting something. It's all about you as the learner, and you take your time with it, and you may need to go back to look at certain things or not look at certain things, not to go back. It's your choice as the learner. So then you'll come down here, and in every one of our 42 episodes, you will see that we have about somewhere between 5 and 9 little small chunks of scenes. And one thing I will tell you is that all of our subtitles are in Spanish. You have to watch each of these scenes 100% from start to finish in order for your quiz to come up at the end, and that's going to pop up down here. So be sure that you are watching them completely. If you're skimming through them, you will not be able to take the end quiz, which is 5 points. And your teachers will let you know whether they are checking that quiz or not. They'll let you know whether they're counting it. And again, that's just a multiple choice quiz to show that you did your work and that you understood for the most part. So here's where you would start, just of course with the first. You're going to start with the first little module. And again, this adds up to about 15 minutes of video for each episode. And you'll click here. If you're using an iPad, you'll see that it's the iPad. We suggest that you not full screen it. And the reason for that is because the help features are on the side. And we also suggest that you not use a mobile phone. And the same thing, it does not pull up the features on the side. So here you can see that you will also, once you start listening, you'll be able to have a choice of the playback speed. So each of them starts with our credits. A lot of our students really enjoy watching those. And when I taught college, my students all were singing the song, walking down the hallways, and actually even ended up the football team singing it in the shower in the football stadium. So please know that in general, a lot of students like to watch the credits. If you get sick of those, you just fast forward through them. But they're in all of our shows. This is our basic show you're seeing right now. And you also get some previews about what's to come if you watch the credits as well. So you'll see here, this is our basic show. Obviously, we have 3 different levels. You get a little scene summary here in English. It front loads for you what you're going to listen for. If you are in the intermediate or advanced program, you will notice that these are in different levels of Spanish that correspond with your level. So read those, because that's what we call front loading. Again, it gives you information to help you comprehend a real Spanish TV scene that is made for native speakers. Okay, so now I'm inside the media player and I'm sharing that with you. As much as it might be tempting to full screen it, we hope that you will not, because you will miss all of the help features that are available to you to help you understand authentic media. So again, this is a real Spanish TV production. It's a multi-million-dollar TV production, as all of our products are, whichever one you're going to be watching in your class. And we want you to remember that we have this methodology that is created so that you'll understand authentic media and not be frustrated by it, because it's so much more fun than things that are made for the classroom. So what you'll do is you will start the media player up again. The credits will come up and you can fast forward through those credits if you want to. And here is your scene summary again, which you will see in this particular level, which is basic, is in English. In the intermediate and advanced, again, those are in Spanish. And then you will note, let me turn this down a little bit, but you will note that you have this low down feature, 75%, which you can actually watch things at 75% without distorting the motion or the video or the music even. But if you want to go lower than that to focus on one word, you'll go in here to 75%. If you're a heritage learner, you'll probably stay in the normal speed. And for many students, you'll want to look at 75%. So you'll notice here that the subtitles are in white, and then certain subtitles come up in yellow. And the reason those come up in yellow is because that vocabulary is over here on the right. If you want to, you can pause when you get to yellow. You can come over here, you can look at the vocabulary, and that's really going to help you understand the scene. This is not vocabulary that in most cases a teacher would ask you to memorize. The intention of this vocabulary is for you to be able to understand the scene and the storyline. The vocabulary that you will learn over the course of the show and in your regular Spanish classes as well, that will be the vocabulary that you already saw in the list that came up with that pre-reading, the prelectura. So again, make sure that you're using these different features to slow down or focus on a particular word. And please don't full screen it, because full screening it just defeats the purpose of having all the help, and your subtitles will only be in Spanish. That's the way you learn and become fluent in Spanish. So then you want to take this little unscored comprehension check. Your teacher cannot see your scores in this. He or she does not know how you're doing. So please don't worry about your grade. If you want to try a couple of times until you get it right, that's fine. You can always go back and rewatch the scene as many times as you want. You can even, if you know, oh yeah, that was in this part where they were standing in the kitchen, you could just start it right there if you want to, of course, and you can slow it down. But this is really just to help you with your own comprehension. And then you toggle back and forth if you want to see the vocabulary again. And when you're finished, you simply just close the media player. And then when you close that, then you go on to the second scene and the third scene, the fourth scene, the fifth scene. And it's going to be a total, again, of about 15 minutes of video for the basic program. For the intermediate program, it will be about 16 minutes of video. And for the advanced program, the or College 2 program, it's going to be approximately 18 minutes of video for the total episode. When you finish, you will see there's a post reading available to you if you would like to do it. That will help you make sure that you understood what you saw. You can also click to have some extra grammar help on that, and some a few translations if necessary, but primarily we just provide grammar help. And then at the very end, if you've watched each of the little segments, so again, there'll be somewhere like between 5 and 7 segments per episode, and you've watched the total video completely, at the end you will see that you will get a prompt to take a 5-point end quiz. Those are English questions to show your teacher that you understood and that you watched it. Many of your professors and instructors will not assign that because they have something else they'd like you to do instead. We have a lot of variations on this program. Again, it's completely learner focused, and your teacher may choose to have you do something different. If you are taking that quiz, it is scored. You only get one chance to take it. And so just go ahead and take that and see how you do. The one thing we do have happen from time to time, it's quite a frequent probably, actually it's really a little bit more than from time to time. I would say it probably happens about once a week that a student feels they've submitted their score, but it didn't push through to their teacher's grade book. And in that case, you really just need to log out, close all of your tabs, and restart your browser. And in some cases, you may even need to restart your computer. That's a browser issue. And once you do that, it generally pushes through to your teacher's grade book. We cannot reset quizzes for students. Please don't write to us if you don't do well on the quiz. Just talk to your teacher. There are a lot of alternate assignments that your professors and instructors can give you, and they have all of those at their fingertips. So please let them know if you feel that you're not doing your best on those quizzes, but that you are thoroughly watching them. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoy using EduNovela.com.